Hi, my name is Michele Vietri, and I want to show in this video how Excel can be powerful to manage a logistic short-term scheduling based on an optimal sequence of ships or trucks during a transportation process. But let's first have a look to the logistic network that has been considered in this example. So first of all, we have a production plant that can sell directly to the customers, domestic or export, as a normal model, basic. But let's have a more complicated model. So to increase the complexity, we add other remote storage location or terminals from which we can sell directly to the customers the goods. But to let this be possible, we need to refill frequently the terminals. So we need to create the transfer orders from the production plant with the right quantities and right days to the terminals. To create, to allow this situation, we need a transportation scheduling that provides day by day all the information needed in terms of quantity, materials, and so on to manage this transportation process. This can be possible only if we take into account some constraints like the sales forecast quantity and dates at terminal level, but also at the production plant level. If we avoid any shortage at terminal level, if we consider the silo or the storage location capacity, so to refill it when it is close to the safety stock. But on the other hand, we need also to consider other variables, the truck or the ship capacity of each single truck, and also their availability, because of course they may be traveling, so we need to wait that the truck or the ship should be again available once finished the ship to let be possible a second trip and so on. We need also to take into account people that work at the terminals, because in some cases we need support to unload or load the goods. And for last but not least, we need that the production plan must be coherent with this transportation scheduling in order to let the goods at the production plant be always available when we have scheduled transportation to a terminal. So let's have a look to the Excel file. We have 5 sheets. The first one is the forecast, where it is described the sales forecast and the production forecast in terms of product and plans. For the sales forecast, we have either the production plant, either the terminal plants. The horizon is 1 month, and each day is split in 4 parts, so the accuracy in terms of timeline is 6 hours. Then we have another part of the configuration in the second sheet, where we describe for each couple of plant and product the minimum and the maximum stock for the remote storage location or the terminal. And also regarding the terminal, we have described the vacation in order to be sure that the ship or the truck can receive the support of the local people during the unload or the load. Then there is ship configuration. There is a first section where all the ships or trucks are listed with their maximum capacity and their usage priority. Then for each ship, there is, and for each combination of missing plant and receiving plant, the transit time in days and also the unloading and loading factors proportional to the quantity that will be delivered. Then we have a scheduling sheet in which we can run the algorithm. Here, first of all, we have a stock projection in all the plants for all the products. And then separately, we have boxes for each ship. We have 0 means nothing, 1 means that, like this one, for instance, it means that for the ship 1 will be used in this day, the row represents the day, the part of the day. We will send the product BAC to the plant PLA1. As you can see in the row, we have here the definition of the timeline. As I said, each day has been split in 4 parts. So what we expect to have is that this is the stock projection, so we have a lot of negative stocks. We want to have this all 0. So let's have a look what it happens if I run the scheduling, the macro. This algorithm is based on worst case shifting. It is more or less similar to the bottleneck shifting, and it has been written in VBA. This because all the algorithms, let me say standard ones that we had with open solver, solver of frontline, what's the best, and many other add-ons that I installed on this file were not working fine. This because we have a lot of non-linearities. In fact, the model is non-smooth and non-linear. It is strongly non-smooth and non-linear. And as you can see, we have thousands of variables and constraints to manage. So it was not possible to do with the standard ones because there are a lot of if index functions in this Excel sheet that makes it strongly nonlinear. I tried to linearize a little, but it was not working. So I created an algorithm based on the shifting bottleneck, and in each step we solve the worst case and then we go to the next one. And again, we apply the same algorithm. It is not the best solution, it is an heuristic. So let me say it is a good solution close to the best one. So the algorithm is working. And let's see what it happens. So the algorithm has finished, and now in the section of each ship we can find some 0 and some 1s, and where the 1s are written, it means that we need to start a delivery using the ship of the header. And as I mentioned previously, as you can see here, we have what's the best, the analytic solver, and other add-ons, but it was not like also the open solver, and a lot of engines were tested, like Nomad, good for non-linear, and also Quen, Bonmin, but no one of them were good enough, because in many cases they took a long time and the result was not fully good. We had still some gaps. Instead, in this case, all the negative stocks are zero, and also it took a few minutes to be executed. Fine. Last but not least, there is also another sheet of the summary where we have some KPIs with some tachymeter that, but this can be, of course, added as we want. Just the 3 KPIs, testing the efficiency and also how effective was the algorithm at the stock level in the remote storage location, in the remote terminal. And also a vertical Gantt chart of the of each ship, putting in evidence if there are some holes and how any ship has been used. Of course, once finished such algorithm and started to use this Excel, next step could be, for instance, to replicate this in a web app, because the algorithm written in VBA can of course be upgraded in another environment, and connect this, for instance, to SAP, receiving on one hand the sales forecast, on the other hand the production plan, and providing as outcome the scheduling, fine scheduling for each ship. I hope you found it interesting. Bye bye.